All right, everyone, welcome back to Barely Famous Podcast. I'm here with Jordy Cray.
Hi.
Hello. Thanks for coming to New York.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
We were featured on Teen Mom Next Chapter. Are we on the same episode?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. The last time I saw you in person, I think, was in Chattanooga.
Yes.
And we kind of all did these podcast swaps. We got to hang out. We got to film. What was that like for you?
Surreal, because I'm now on a show that I've watched for 16 years. I'm on TV for the first time, and I'm hanging out with people that I've watched on the TV show. So I was getting like hit at every angle. Yeah. And my hair still hadn't grown in from my hair transplant, so I was like stressed about that on TV. Now it's finally like growing in, thank God. But it was stressful, but it was, I felt more relaxed once the camera started rolling.
Good. I didn't know that you had a hair transplant.
Yeah,
it looks really great. Okay, it looks good.
Thank you.
Now you're just one of us.
Thank you.
You're just like literally one of us.
I feel like
we're like, hey, can Jordy come to New York this time? Yeah, he booked his train. Okay, perfect.
Like, I feel just comfortable around you guys.
Yeah, you're one of the crew.
Thank you.
So, what was the experience like recording with Kate and Ty and meeting? You met Macy, right?
No, I did not meet Macy. I was really looking forward to meeting her though, but I didn't get a chance to.
So the episode airs tonight, which you and I didn't get to see the episode. So I only saw one clip of myself on social media, and I'm having a conversation with Macy in the scene that I saw. Yes. So that's why I was assuming that you had met her.
No.
But so you went on Kate and Ty's new podcast, and what was that like? Because I know that you had certain feelings about that. And so where are you at now with it?
So yeah, I made some videos about Caitlin and Tyler of how they, talked about Brandon and Teresa on social media and how, it was probably not the best thing for Carly. And that got a response from everybody. And Ty invited me on Instagram Live, and then we did that. But it's Instagram Live's kind of weird. Plus, it was kind of glitchy. So when they invited me on the podcast, I was like, okay, now we can have like a sit-down conversation and really talk about it. And I wanted to get my point across, but I wanted them to really see where like everybody else was coming from, because they only see it from their side.
Right.
Well, at least I felt like that at the time, because I can only understand what they're going through. Like I'll never really know, but I really wanted them to see like what a lot of America is saying, and that's for you guys to shut up.
How do you feel about actually having that in-person interaction though? Because I think that so often, on my side of it with Kate and Ty and maybe some other cast members, I'm not sure, but like we feel like none of these people that comment on our lives will actually say some of these things to our face. Did you feel like you needed to backpedal at all, or did you stand 10 toes down on all of it?
No, I don't think I needed to backpedal. Yeah, because I feel like although we didn't agree on certain things, Kate and Ty can handle it.
Okay.
They're pretty, strong in that sense.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good conversation. And one thing I learned from hanging out with all of you, people really do not know what goes on behind the scenes. There is a lot that people do not know. And I think it's a learning lesson for me too, to not assume shit about everybody, because there's a lot that people just do not know.
No, absolutely not. And I think it's so interesting because, for me, that's part of the reason why I left the show, was because I would come off so cold, so defensive for things that happened 2 weeks ago, and they want me to film about it, and I've already talked about it, I've already handled it, and now you want me to rehab this conversation where I'm not in that same state of mind when X, Y, and Z happened. I'm not, in the progression of emotions and things like that. There's so much that goes on off the scenes, or you have or off camera, I should say, thoughts that continue when you're not filming, and so you're not really seeing on the show, when you're watching, you're not really seeing that progression or that those periods of time. Does that make sense?
And they edit you a certain way on the show too. You don't have control over what they're going to show and what they're not. So I think towards the end of your run, people saw you get very frustrated with producers. You were like, no, I'm not talking about this, I'm not doing that. And I don't think people understand what was going on behind the scenes to make you have that sort of reaction.
So do you think after everything that you've seen and heard and read about the adoption and Kate and Ty, that, what you saw and how you met them, do you think that it all sort of you get the full picture now, from both perspectives?
I don't think I'll ever have the full picture of it, just because I'm so far removed from what they're going through.
Right.
But I can see where both sides are coming from.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay,
I do see where both sides are coming from.
When you walked into this house today, Farrah was sitting right where you were sitting right now. Okay. We didn't tell you that Farrah was going to be here because we wanted your reaction to it.
Yeah, I was not expecting to see Farrah and Sophia today. It was quite shocking. And
quite shocking is an understatement.
I after the interview, when we were all like in the kitchen, I was waiting for her to acknowledge my existence, which did not happen.
She didn't say hi to you?
Nope.
Did you say hi to her?
No. She looked at me and just kind of looked away. But like,
maybe she was waiting for you to say hi first.
Why would I say hi first?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't really know Farrah very well.
I thought about it because I have. All right, here's the deal with Farrah. I have come to her defense a lot on social media, but she also says a lot of dumb shit that I cannot defend.
Okay.
So she's seen my videos before, so it's not like she doesn't know who I am.
Okay, that's number one.
Yeah, she has seen my videos. She's commented on them before. She's liked them, but she probably sees a lot of videos. She might not put two and two together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying. You know, it's so interesting because like with Farrah and then also with Caitlyn and Tyler, I think that two things can be true, right? Right? Like we can have respect for certain aspect of, you know, what Farrah does or says in certain aspects, obviously not all of them, but then also like she does make questionable statements and does questionable things.
Yeah.
So, you know, the same can be said for myself. The same can be said for Caitlyn and Tyler.
Me too, actually.
You know, so like for Kate and Ty, like what they're going through with the adoption, none of us that have never been through this, none of us can understand it.
Yeah.
So it's so easy for us to say they went about this the wrong way, when in all reality, we have no idea what it's like to go through something like that. And so, yes, we can be a voice of reason, but like we can still support them and love them and encourage them and cheer them on in this journey and, you know, wish them the best, but like still not necessarily agree with everything.
Do you ride for Farrah?
I don't. Not in the same way.
Yeah.
Probably
you
not
don't have
at all.
a bond with Farrah like you do with
No. And I'm not saying, because I mean, I just sat here in her presence and I told her like when she was the first one in the franchise to write a book. And so I remember reaching out to Farrah around that time, like, because Farrah made a comment today that was something along the lines of like, what are you going to do with your teen mom money? Like she was basically talking about that and how several of the cast members have done nothing with it. And so I have always related to Farrah in that way of like, I wasn't born with a business mind. I was built out of survival. And so for me, I respected Farrah in the way that she was always willing, like always wanting to get the next thing, go to the next level, take her career.
Remember the yogurt shop she had?
Oh my God. Wait, I forgot about that. She said something today about having 3 stores. Are those still like alive?
I don't think so. The yogurt shop is not. No, she had a furniture store too. But yeah, that's one thing I'll give Farrah. She can make a buck.
Like she's going to propel herself to the next thing. And I've always admired her for that because I'm the same way. It's like, and I think it truly does come from trauma and survival, is like trying to figure out what your next move is and like never being complacent. So I will give that to Farrah.
Yeah,
I just don't know, like in terms of like being a ride or die for her. I don't know her like that, but
do you feel a bond with every single cast member, or is it okay? Who are you bonded with, or do you have a bond with?
Let me tell you, I think I've talked about this before. I don't know. You'll be able to tell me if you've heard me say this before. I wasn't originally supposed to be on Teen Mom 2. I wasn't supposed to be on 16 and Pregnant Season 2. I was supposed to be on 16 and Pregnant 2B, which means that I did not meet any of the cast members of 16 and Pregnant Season 2. 2A. So.
Okay.
16 and Pregnant was, I think, like 20 episodes or something, and it ended up being 10 and 10 or 8 and 12, something like that, right? At the very last minute, they switched me with Ashley Salazar. So Ashley went and met the cast that was ultimately became Teen Mom 2 cast, okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I didn't bond with anyone. I came so late into 16 and Pregnant 2B, or sorry, I came so late into 16 and Pregnant 2A that everyone had already met. So Chelsea and Leah formed a bond.
Okay.
And then when we got picked for Teen Mom 2, I was naturally gravitating towards Janelle because Chelsea and Leah were already sort of together on like with all the things. And so I felt really left out because I didn't necessarily think that Janelle and I were compatible, but like Chelsea and Leah were like this. So I didn't feel, not that I was a pick-me, but I definitely felt left out. Yeah. And so as time went on, you know, Chelsea did her own thing and sort of was an anomaly in the situation. And then Leah and I gravitated towards each other. We went on vacation together. And so I think for a little while I had a bond with Chelsea. Leah was at one period of my life, like not just one of my best friends on the show. Like she was one of my best friends, period.
And you guys don't talk anymore?
No, we don't talk anymore. And then, I think Kate and Ty, and I don't know if it's because of like the podcasting and them being on the network, but I would definitely say that like there's just something, I just have a soft spot for them. And then Macy, and I'm trying to think if there's I don't think there's anyone else that I really have no, right?
Do you think you have the bond with Kate and Ty because of the similar kind of upbringing?
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
They had Tyler's mom as support, but they didn't have a stable home life. And I think you're the only one who didn't have parents.
I would agree with that. Whatever happened, wasn't there a girl named Ebony? It was like, and Whitney. It was like Amber, Caitlin, Macy, Farrah, I think a girl named Ebony, and I think a girl named Whitney. We're all on 16 and Pregnant season 1. It was like 6 girls. I wonder whatever happened to them.
I remember, is it true that girl, Nicole, was supposed to be on Teen Mom too? Do you know who I'm talking about? She had the baby daddy, Josh.
Yeah. I know who she is, but I don't think she was ever supposed to be on Teen Mom too.
Somebody said her mom didn't allow it. That's why she wasn't on it. Where did I hear that rumor? Somewhere.
Maybe. To this day, I don't know how they did the selection process for Teen Mom 2. Because if I'm being honest, I was the season finale of 16 and Pregnant 2A. I don't think that my story was that compelling to be picked for Teen Mom 2.
Really?
No.
I thought so.
No. I would say mine was pretty unremarkable compared to the other girls. So I was shocked that I was picked for it. So it could very well have been Nicole, and then I was like a backup option.
How many girls did they I guess how many girls did it come down to?
4. I don't know. I remember being in the mall. I was at Victoria's Secret circa 2011, 2012, I think even. And I got a call, and I was literally shopping with my girlfriends, and I think I had Isaac there. Mm-hmm. And they were like, we would just like to, extend the invite for you to film for Teen Mom 2. And I was like, yep, need the money.
Yeah.
Need it. Sure, no problem. So I just think it's so weird to see how everything played out, and now here you are sitting with me, and
it's a full circle for me.
How crazy!
I mean, let me tell you something. I don't think I've revealed this on a podcast. I used to have Facebook threads of Teen Mom, and let me tell you something. I deleted them a long time ago. Oh my God, they were bad.
Were you talking shit?
Yeah. They were bad. Not so much you.
It's okay if you talk shit about me.
It wasn't. No, you didn't get the brunt of it. You, Chelsea, and Macy were spared.
Me?
Yeah, you, Chelsea,
really? Even
and
after
Macy.
I cheated on Jordan?
No, you got some flack, but for the most part, you 3 didn't get as much as
Leah
everybody
too.
else.
What about Leah?
No, Leah got it. Yeah, Leah got it bad.
Do you remember?
Back in the day.
Did you follow Cameraman Gate back in 2000? Do you remember this?
I don't.
Do you remember this? I just named it that. I don't even know if that's what it was. A former Teen Mom 2 cameraman had a psychotic break and went on this rampage online, divulging massive amounts of information about the cast members of the show and how they lived and things like that. I think he said I think he said actually very positive things about me. I was he's been in my house. Okay, that's comforting. But I think he had some really awful things to say about some of the girls. And he brought, one time me and Chelsea were in a hotel for Teen Mom, and he brought backpacks full of alcohol and was trying to hang out with us.
While y'all were underage?
Yeah.
Oh God.
And so Chelsea and I both went to the producers and were we're actually we think that there's something wrong with him.
Yeah.
And he was eventually blacklisted and never hired again for it. But
oh, that's wild. I did not know about that. Was that public information?
Yes, it was. It went very public.
And
that. What's really sad is that it's clear to me because I had a good relationship with him.
Yeah.
By relationship, I mean a working relationship. And so I never really saw the signs. I just didn't really. And so when all of this happened and he said good things about me, in some ways I was well, I don't want to get him in trouble. He hasn't said anything bad about me, but then I had to put myself in the other girl's shoes. And it was terrifying when he brought the alcohol. That was
that's
scary.
Creepy.
Yeah, that was. And because I also don't drink. So that wasn't something I was going to do anyway. But I just think when grown adults are willing to interact with teenagers. Like
Yeah,
even
it's
if we were
predatory.
20 years old, like you're still kind of a child.
Yeah.
So we've definitely gone through the ringer with Teen Mom.
Since you hadn't filmed for MTV for a while, with all the cameras there, did that make you want to go back?
No. Oh no. Oh no.
How much longer do you think the show can go on though?
So here's the thing. I loved filming for Kate and Ty and Macy because it
Mhm.
wasn't about me.
Right.
So I got to like actually catch up with Macy in real life and have conversations about, I didn't know half the stuff that she told me. Like I know that it's in the headlines, but I don't pay attention to them because I know that they're going to only paint a certain picture. And I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Is that going to be on tonight's episode?
I think so.
Ooh.
I think it
Okay.
is. So she was like giving me the update on Ryan and things like that. And then it was just nice because I did not have to talk about my stuff. And I didn't, even if I did, I didn't have to worry about how it was going to be chopped and screwed because it wasn't about me.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't matter whatever I said, it could be chopped and screwed. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
It did not make me want to go back to TV in any way. Like I would go back to TV, but that specifically didn't bring me back to like, I want to come back to Teen Mom.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, how long do I think the show can go on? I think that truthfully, if it was on streaming, I think it could go on indefinitely.
Mm-hmm.
The problem that I think that is happening is that the
MTV.
network MTV needs to have fresh content for cable.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're doing themselves a disservice. I think they should bring back old shows or something, or, you know,
Bring back
revamp,
music.
do something where they can offer new, fresh content. But
Mhm.
Teen Mom itself, I think, could have an entirely new audience if they would just switch it to streaming completely.
That's
Like
true.
the new seasons on streaming, not the old ones. Because I think what's happening is that people are slowly not paying for cable.
Right.
And within the next 5 years, it's my opinion that cable will be obsolete anyway.
I don't have cable.
I haven't had cable in 3-4 years.
Mm-mm. Nope.
And I don't care
do
about
it.
it. And I don't. So like, where are people watching Teen Mom? Can you watch it on a streaming platform?
What I did is I bought this season on Prime so that I get the episode the next day. I pay for it, but, you know.
See, I didn't know that you could do that.
Yep. So I get the episode the next day. I hate the Paramount Plus app though. Like
See,
I
Paramount-
can't stand it. It's slow. It's stupid.
That's the other thing is that like for me with streaming services, I have all them. Like I have Hulu, HBO Max, Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not buying all the extra little ones. I'm not getting Peacock. I'm not.
You don't
getting,
have Peacock?
No.
Oh, I live on Peacock.
Everyone.
This
This is
on
why it keeps going up. What's on Peacock?
Bravo.
See, I've never
Traders. We need you on Traders.
I mean, tell them that
Yeah.
because
We
I've
need
been.
Kail on Traders.
I'm not buying all the other. I think I pay for Hulu twice actually. Now that I think about it, it's like I could be paying for Peacock or something. I just think that they need to move Teen Mom to a bigger platform than Paramount. Like I love
Yeah.
what they're doing, and I understand that like Paramount is associated with like the bigger umbrella,
Yeah, I get
but
that.
they're doing themselves a disservice
Mm-hmm.
because it could go on even longer.
They should, just
They
move
should
it
have
to a
given-
different app.
If I'm being honest, they should have given me my own show.
I mean, there's always something happening with you. I mean, you're definitely not boring to watch.
Well, the farm animals would be a fun little spin these days.
I love that. Is there anything on Teen Mom or 16 and Pregnant that your kids have not seen that you're worried for them to watch or that you'll have to explain?
The thing about that is that I'm so open with my kids about everything. I explain things to my kids' level of understanding depending on where their maturity is. And
Mhm.
so I don't think that there's anything that I'm worried about necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just so honest with them about things. And like we talk about all sorts of things from divorce and getting back together and like working things out and, you know, just like all kinds of stuff that I don't worry about anything really.
You have great kids.
Thank you. Their dads also help with that. Joe and Javi, as much as we disagree sometimes, like they do a good job with explaining things in a way that is, I feel, helpful and like
Mhm.
real life versus like sugarcoating things and like trying to make it go away.
Yeah.
So it's helpful
That's awesome.
to have like, you know, dads that are like, that wasn't my butt.
Yep. It's all good. I wouldn't judge you if it was.
I like leaned back and it like,
I'm leaving that in.
But I think it's also it's also amazing that you have these like professional home videos of your children.
oh, Isaac's first birthday.
I mean, him being born.
Him being-
Hold my feet, Joe.
It was just 1 foot. It was 1
So
foot.
funny.
But like, why did you let go? I needed
Yeah.
the stability. Like that, I'll never live down. There's just like I feel like I've lived 1,000 lives, and I'm sure
You
you
have.
have now too, because you've literally been on it and you watched it and you had threads about it, which is so crazy to me.
It's
I like
wild.
think about. I used to tell people that Britney Spears was my sister, and like they like
As if they wouldn't know that that's not true.
my hometown had 4,000 people in it, so they believed it. Like the kids believed it. I'm like, she literally is on tour all the time.
Oh my
So like,
God.
I say all that to say like that would be like me hanging out with.
Louisiana.
Yes. She's from Kentwood, Louisiana.
I say all this to say that like that would be a full circle moment for me. It would be like I like used to lie about being your family member. You know, like for you, you're like I used to follow the show.
Like, let me tell you something. My brothers.
Did you wear wigs like we did on the show?
No. No, I should have though. I don't know if my brothers intentionally did this, but like I have nieces and nephews that are like named after the kids on the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, so I actually know someone. She has a Bentley and an Aubrey, spelled the same way as Aubrey.
Okay.
I'm not friends with her. I just know who she is. But when it was like naming multiple children after Teen Mom, I was like,
That was the thing.
no,
Like,
it really
yeah.
was. Like, I think the name Lincoln skyrocketed.
Mhm.
Aubrey, Bentley went off the charts.
Yes, it did.
I think Bentley probably became like the #1 name for a long time.
I
But
feel so old watching the show now. Seeing him like drive a car, I'm like, oh my God.
I literally was.
Botox, please.
You're like, where's the Disport?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Bentley gets a car this season. It wasn't the season that he got a
Mhm.
car or
Yeah, it was a
something?
couple episodes ago.
I was thinking about that yesterday. I'm like, I'm going to go trade in a vehicle. And I'm like, do I get myself a daily driver or do I get Isaac's car? Like, do I trade it in for Isaac's car that he's about to get because
Mhm.
he's 15 and a half?
Yep.
So it's just so weird.
Were you there? I don't think you were there, but I pitched a show to Larry that day. I was like, Larry, this is the show that you need. You need to get all the kids and have them like watch the show and get their reaction of what their parents were doing, like at the like
Even if
something
it was
different like that.
Podcast style even, or
Yeah.
like Patreon situation, like a streaming thing. I also think a reality show from the kids' perspective, like growing up in reality TV,
When
would
they're
be
18, I think we should do that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not far off.
I mean,
2
Isaac's
years.
15.
Yeah. Does he
Link-
watch the show?
No. I mean,
I've
he's
seen him do like
clips.
trends and everything. You belong in a cave.
Oh yeah, he thinks that's so funny,
That
and
is
I'm
the
like,
clip that keeps on giving.
because it's so versatile.
It was so ridiculous.
I mean, here's the thing: people are like, "How did you not laugh?" Even with like this sell the baby thing, when I was like, I'm going to tell Javi or I'm going to start filming about selling.
I think Joe was looking for a moment.
Joe is always; those were not genuine jokes that he was like trying to be funny,
Yeah,
and that's why I
saw
never
that,
laughed
yeah.
because it was so cringe to me because I knew that he was like trying too hard.
That was funny though. When he's like, "Sell your baby," like that was funny. At least to the audience, it was funny. Oh my God, the show used to be so ridiculous.
I remember wearing like wigs to.
Like recreate like storylines. Leah's was really bad. Do you remember
I
that blonde
actually-
wig?
I think I never wore a wig, but I would on purpose, I would like unbraid my hair, or I would like, they'd be like, hey, I need you to wear the same top for this scene that we're about to do. They're called pickups. And I'd be like, okay, no problem. And I'd put the top on and then I'd make sure my hair was different so people would pick up on it because I wanted them to know when they watched it back that like my hair was different and that it didn't actually happen that way.
Ah.
So I was like pissed. It was like my version of petty.
How excited were you when they dropped like, what is it? They broke the fourth wall? Because I remember they used to not do that.
Yeah. Well,
Used
I was
to not
blurred out
acknowledge
of
cameras.
Javi and I were blurred out of Leah and Jeremy's wedding.
What?
Yeah, they blurred our faces.
Why?
Because that was before they broke the fourth wall. They didn't want us to be friends.
That's
Let me
stupid.
tell y'all something. I haven't talked to Jeremy in goddamn years, okay? By God, West Virginia years, okay? Like, what did he used to say? West by God, Virginia.
Jeremy always had like big dick energy.
I've never seen his dick. I don't want to see his dick.
Just
but
energy. Yeah.
Do you think he's attractive?
What
does he look like these days?
I don't know. He's like kind of attractive,
Okay.
you know?
Let's also rank the dads in a second. Like, I would love to.
I did that Smash or
I
Pass
know.
video.
We're
But
gonna
yeah,
do
we
it
can do it
again.
again. Absolutely.
Okay, well, we'll
Yeah.
include some more people. Like, I just think back to the amount of things that we used to do, like when we were just Teen Mom. Like, and it's so weird because, like, Teen Mom, the franchise gave Teen Mom a whole new meaning. Like, you cannot say Teen Mom without thinking of the
about
brand.
That. Mhm.
Like, when I think of Teen Moms today, I'm thinking of the brand Teen Mom, not a
Yeah.
teen mom walking the street that got knocked up as a teenager.
Right. You think of the show.
Isn't that weird?
Mm-hmm.
That's really weird. Okay, so let's rank the dads.
Okay.
All right, so we'll do the OGs first. We got Ryan.
Yeah. Well, are we
Ryan.
ranking like 0 to 10 or like smash or pass?
Medium ugly.
Oh, okay. So I have a history.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. One of my friends told me that I have a history of being attracted to medium ugly men. Okay. I would disagree because I think they're fine and I think they're handsome. And I think they're handsome in a way that is handsome and not like hot. Like you're not hot, you're handsome. And there's a difference. Okay. So I go for handsome men because I have a complex and I like to fuck dads, basically. Like people giving me a dad kind of complex. And so they're handsome, they're not hot.
Yeah.
Are you tracking?
Yes, I am. I'm just trying to think of all the men and seeing if that you've dated. I'm like, do I agree with that or not?
Okay, so let's start with the OGs. We got Ryan.
Ryan's taken me on a journey.
Wild ride.
Because he was by far the hottest.
The most attractive.
The hottest. And then he
fell
off real bad.
He was down bad.
But now we're back. We're back. And he's really rocking the salt and pepper thing. I don't think he should dye his hair. I think that he
Is he back to being good? I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, he looks good.
I met him one time.
Yeah, he looks good.
Okay, so then we got Tyler.
Tyler's hot.
Tyler's hot. Okay. I'm not saying he's hot. I'm just repeating what
Tyler's
saying.
hot.
Okay. And then we have Gary.
Wait, you know what? I love Gary. I think Gary's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Would I sleep with him? No.
Okay.
But I would give him like a medium because of his personality.
So is he medium ugly, would you say?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's medium ugly right there.
Who am I missing?
Yep.
Okay, so now we can move on to Teen Mom 2 dads.
Adam.
We have Adam.
Adam was cute in the back in the day. I thought he was cute, but no, definitely
You know
not.
what just popped up on my timeline yesterday? This clip came up of Megan and Chelsea's like,
I love Megan. What happened to Megan?
I actually It was Megan and Chelsea talking, and Chelsea was so excited because she's like, I'm getting back with Adam and he wants to move in. And Megan's face was like the whole time just
Megan
like,
was the voice of reason.
I don't know what happened to Megan. I think because she got pregnant right away.
Yeah, she did.
I think that I don't know for sure. Never was attracted to Adam.
He had that like I've had an Adam before, like that
Same.
toxic ex that you just keep going back to. So I got the appeal that Chelsea had back in the day. But I'm so glad that Chelsea found Cole, which brings us to Cole now. Smash. Hot.
Cole is a really nice guy. I'm so glad.
Very
that she
hot.
won. And I just love everything they built. So I needed, as much as it was heartbreaking to watch, like obviously at the time she was my friend and like it was hard to watch him put her through everything. But I think that look what it ended up being for her. You know what I mean? So love that for her.
My husband does not like watch anything Teen Mom. So he watches the HGTV show that Chelsea has.
Okay.
So I had to give him like a background of Chelsea's story. And I started crying while I was explaining it to him.
Stop.
Yeah, because it was such I know what Chelsea went through watching everything back in the day and to see where she is now. I mean,
Love it.
It's amazing.
I'm just the glow up and everything else like really fell into place.
Mm-hmm.
What about Corey? We forgot about Corey.
Oh.
Corey, like Leah's Corey.
Yeah, Corey's hot.
Yeah?
Corey's
Okay.
kind of hot.
None of them are my type.
Yeah, I don't think Cole's my type.
I like men and women.
Ryan's my type. Sorry.
For women.
Actually,
What about
quite a few of
Joe?
them. Who?
Joe?
No.
Not even like back in the day, Joe?
No.
Okay. His mugshot Joe?
Actually,
Mugshot
yes,
Joe was all right.
Mugshot Joe, yeah.
Mugshot Joe was all right.
Rap video Joe, yeah. What happened to Teen Moms making music? I mean, Farrah's song.
Bring back MTV, the music channel.
The glory days.
But Teen Mom edition.
Yeah.
We'll all put out tracks.
So good.
We'll start with Avocado in Mexico by Joe.
Oh,
Do you remember that line in the song? Looking
I do.
something like a avocado in Mexico.
Shakespeare could never. Shakespeare is shaking.
He's shaking in his grave. He's shaking in his grave. It's fucking
Shaking in his bones.
his bones are rattling.
He said trembling.
What about Javier? Jose Javier.
You know what? I don't get the appeal of Javi. I feel like I just know too much about the guy.
Okay.
I just can't. I think his tattoos are nice. I like what he's got going on there, but that's about it. That makes sense.
Okay.
Just the forearms. I don't know what it is. Yeah, just the forearms.
forearm. I think that's all of them.
But you know who really does it for me? Corey. Not Corey's
No.
Leah's Corey.
See,
Corey.
I can't. You know what? I knew you were gonna say that, but for me,
Well,
like,
yeah.
I don't like pretty boys.
Oh, really?
I can't
I do.
I can't do like when they're. I like them rough around the edges. Like,
I do too. I mean, actually, my taste is all over the place.
Yeah?
My roster is like a disaster.
okay, same because
Yeah.
I mean, look at my track record. Like we had like Jordan stuck out like a sore thumb. We had
Oh, Jordan.
Dom. We had fucking
Poor Jordan. But like, where is he?
in Florida.
Oh, he's in. That checks out.
He has a baby and a family, and like
good.
I'm happy
Okay.
for him.
He was
so
nice.
like
He was a nice guy.
I did him dirty, and I didn't need
You
to do
did.
that. I did not need to do that, but also that was like what I was talking about, where they're like film it 2 weeks later. So like when I told him on camera that I had cheated on him, we had actually already moved past it and like gotten back together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like we got back to, like I don't even think we broke up the first time. The second time when I told him on camera, we got back together. We were fine. And then I told him on
Ah.
camera, and then we really like we broke up.
And that creates like, more problems when you're like
Yeah.
bringing all that stuff up. I
For
remember that
sure.
reunion where it was like you sandwiched in between Jordan and Joe. Oh my God, that was so awkward.
Yeah, my whole life has been awkward,
Yeah.
I think. Like, pretty sure all of it was awkward. But you know what? Now we're all in our 30s, and I
Mhm.
feel like you could host like a Teen Mom reunion.
I don't know if those girls could handle it. Because Dr. Drew lets a lot of shit
I'm
slide.
sure he does.
And I don't like that. And he would the way he like coddles certain people and lets them get away with stuff. And it's just, he needs to hold everybody accountable at the same level. He can't just let some shit slide and then hold other people's feet to the fire. Like, he's not very consistent with the way that he hosts.
He does have something in his ear, though.
He needs to take it out.
Could you
Think
imagine?
for
if it's
yourself,
like,
Dr. Drew.
fuck this.
Think for
I
yourself.
wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him in a long time.
I know he went to Farrah's show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go to the comedy show? She did invite me, but I think I was on
I wouldn't
vacation.
spend money on that.
No, I
personally.
don't think I was spending money on it, but
Yeah.
I was.
If she invited me, I would go. Yeah, why not?
Wait, okay, so you do a ton of deep dives on your TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
What other personalities from reality TV do perform really well when you do content on them? People are just like fascinated or they go viral. I know the Chrisleys,
Honey Boo Boo.
Honey Boo Boo.
That one took off. And I
It's-
never know which ones are going to take
I
off
know,
or not,
and
which is
that's-
crazy.
That's literally what I was just about to say, because like I'll go like be scrolling and then like one random like thing will pop up for like the people who watch Bravo. Like those deep dives for some people do really well. For us, it's like
Mhm.
if you're in the teen mom world, like that's what pops up. If you're in
Yep.
the Real Housewives, like that's what pops up. So it's so interesting to me to see like which ones, and I guess they all sort of have their own cult like followings.
Mhm.
So it's so interesting, but you have to sort of watch all of them because you want to do a deep dive or you want to like have the tea on everybody. Is that hard to keep up with?
I don't watch. So here's the thing. I don't watch other people's content.
No. I mean like their like shows.
Oh, sometimes. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I did not watch the Chrisley show before I did a deep dive on him.
Oh, you didn't? You
Did
just like
not.
did the deep dive.
Yep. People
Did
kept
you-
asking. So I had no idea about the Chrisley. So I had to do it myself. And guess what? I still haven't watched the show. I watched like an episode, but I did all that research on my own.
I mean, it was a good show. I watched the deep dives and
Thank
then
you.
like, you know,
Yeah, I thought I did a good job.
I-
I mean, Lindsay watched it and she enjoyed it. So I guess I did a good job.
oh yeah. See, but you did my co-host and not me.
I know. Well, it was her like entire family and they were all going to like prison at the time. So like I had to strike while the iron was hot.
They're in prison.
You know that her parents are in prison.
Don't ask me about the tea. I don't spread it.
I did one about Jessica Simpson too and her
How's she
family.
doing? Not well.
Well, she's doing good, but she's going through a separation right now with her
Oh,
husband.
that's hard. That's
I
really
think
hard.
that her husband, I don't know for sure, but she just released new music and I'm pretty sure that he cheated on her.
Ugh,
Have you heard her new music?
I haven't.
It's pretty scathing. She does not hold back. She has a lyric that says, I'd rather die than have you be inside me with her on your mind. That
So
came
like
out
an
of Jessica
affair?
Simpson's mouth. Jessica Simpson is pissed.
I mean, there's no better way to like let it all out there than to make some money. I mean, you're going to suffer by yourself.
Exactly.
You might as well make some money doing it. That's
and
how
she
I
was
feel.
like, the reward for heartbreak is a ballad. Because a lot of art comes from heartbreak.
Pain.
Yeah.
And I've always said, like, especially in writing my books and things like that, is like the people resonate with pain more than they resonate with like happiness. And
Of
like,
course.
obviously the goal is for happiness, but when you're just going through something so hard and so dark, that is the, like when you're sad, you're not listening to happy songs, you're listening to sad songs. You want to relate. And
I
so I
listen
think
to sad songs when I'm happy too.
literally,
I mean,
like
that's,
people,
I love like listening to it because
just-
everybody can relate to it.
yes.
It makes you feel not alone.
yes.
When you watch somebody or you know of somebody that is going through something similar.
Yep. When I was getting divorced, I Fall Apart by Post Malone was just like on repeat. You know what I mean? Like you just know when you
Yeah.
have that like something that you can resonate with. But good, I mean, good for Jessica Simpson to have an outlet. I'm proud of her. Like that sucks.
Do you like Jessica Simpson?
I was a fan as a child, but not necessarily like where like the Britney and the Christina.
Right. Yeah. She was always like
a Mandy Moore.
right behind them.
Yeah. It was
Mhm.
like, for me, it was like Britney and Christina were neck and neck. And then under that was, and not to compare women, because that's not what I'm trying to do. But
No,
like
but
in
that's how
terms
it
of
was back then.
how I was listening to them, it was like Britney and Christina and then Mandy and Jessica.
Yeah, I would say Jessica, then Mandy.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In order of like who I was listening to. I'm
Yes.
trying to think who else was around during. Pink was a big one for me.
Mhm.
I went, and Alicia Keys, I went through a huge, like, I always went through, I think that's what, like, I don't understand how I wasn't diagnosed with ADHD as a child, because like the way that I fixated on certain people at that time, like
Oh, me too.
Pink was big for me. I went through an Alicia Keys thing. I went through, oh my God, do you remember, this is probably not your genre, but B2K?
It's my genre. Yeah.
Listen to me.
Absolutely.
No.
Omarion, yes.
I had
Yes.
every single album. I even had the Christmas album. Like the CDs.
Yeah.
But I was listening to them every single day. Like played them straight through.
I
Loved.
haven't seen You Got Served in a while. I need to watch that movie.
We actually watched that not too long ago. Me and the kids watched it.
How'd it age? I haven't watched it in like 20 years.
I just think that movies like that need an entire reboot.
Yes.
We need to bring that back.
Mm-hmm.
We need to bring It On. Let's do a redo.
They said, I saw something where
I don't
Gabrielle
want-
Union said that she was thinking about it with Kirsten Dunst.
I don't want to see like a Bring It On 2. I want to see that original movie recreated.
Have you seen Bring It On All or Nothing with Hayden Panettiere?
No. Was it bad?
It's I like it. I like it, but it's very offensive.
It's offensive?
It's very
I've never seen it.
Watch it now. I cannot believe that movie got made. It is offensive, but it's also like, I mean, I like it. It's a good movie.
The only thing that I will say about those type, like Mean Girls never needs to be recreated. Mean Girls original needs to
Mm-mm.
stay the iconic classic movie that it is.
Exactly.
So that's that. Has anyone ever messaged you that you've done a deep dive on and either been like really happy with it or like pissed off?
Yeah.
Who?
I did one on Michael Ray and Carly Pierce. I don't know if you know who they are. They're country music artists, and they had a very public divorce. And Carly Pierce was really happy with it. I got to meet her. She was really sweet. And then Michael Ray messaged me and said, he was nice about it. He was like, hey, man, I think you have, you know who wait, Michael Ray's dating Audrina from The Hills, by the way.
Who's Michael? Do I need to Google him?
He's pretty hot. Yeah.
He's not hot.
I think
He's very ugly.
No. He's not very ugly. No way.
Yes, he is. He's giving
Yeah, let's open that up to the room.
he's
because there's
giving
no way.
my ego is so big that I drive one of those like
Oh, of
lifted white trucks
Yes.
with the black or chrome rims. And
Oh, I'm not
deep-
denying that.
like he looks like a douchebag.
I mean,
I can't see that. I'm 34 years
I would
old.
say so.
There's nothing. I don't like pretty boys though.
Yeah, he messaged me and said, hey man, I think you have the wrong impression of me, and I would like to clear it up with you sometime if you're open to that. And I said, yeah, absolutely. I thought it was a really nice thing, but I never heard from him again. So I was like, I guess he didn't want to clear it up that bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe he thought by you saying that you'd be like, oh, I'll take it down.
Yeah, no.
Did you?
Not taking it down. No.
Yeah, isn't that's like the weird part of content creating is like you could have like a really good video and like you might upset someone by it, but like you made a lot of money on it. So like, are you going to take it down?
No.
Probably
I mean, I
not.
don't think I say anything like that crazy either.
What would you say about me? Like, what in my nitty gritty like wild days? What would you say? Like the baby daddy thing that I have lots of, like I can't pick them.
I mean, I can't judge it. I don't have baby daddies because I can't get pregnant. Thank God,
Well,
because
what's
I would have
it,
got
like-
pregnant a long time ago. But I had a broken picker at one point. But I also think that everybody's just trying to figure things out as they go along. It's not anybody's fault. It's and I will defend you with this because the rest of us are fortunate that we didn't have our teens and 20s on camera because, hello, ours was a shit show. Like, we're fortunate that we didn't have that.
Yeah.
You know, so I can't even imagine having a camera on me when I was going through what I was going through. I would have made yours look like child's play.
Oh, can we go back in time real quick then? No, I love that though.
Yeah.
Like perspective.
Mhm.
And I have had people reach out like lately to tell me like, oh, I rewatched the show or I saw this episode again and I used to hate you because I watched it from a different lens back then. And now that I'm an adult, I have a different perspective and that's kind of nice. But
yeah, watching Janelle and Barbara now as an adult, obviously I knew there was a lot of screaming in that house, but like Barbara was a big problem. Like
really?
Big problem. She said like funny things, like, you know, hi, you both hi, but no, she was bad.
Like viral moments, but toxic.
Very toxic. I feel bad.
I might release some music.
Can you sing?
Absolutely not.
Have you ever like tried to write a song?
No.
Or a poem?
A poem?
Yeah.
If I turn the music all the way up, I sound just as good as Sam Smith.
Sam Smith, like what songs though? Because Sam Smith has like a lot of
In the
different
Lonely
songs.
Hour
Ooh.
is an album that got me through some of my darkest moments. So I could sing those very well.
Wait, let's talk about that for a second because his song "Make It to Me" I played at my wedding.
Truly.
Yeah.
You know what people think that song that his like I think it was like his first debut single was "Stay With Me" and people thought that was like a love song. "Stay With Me." No, it literally.
Wait,
and
he goes by they.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Okay,
I
so
just remember that. Yeah. Sorry, Sam.
Sorry, Sam. They released this song and the lyrics are about like they shouldn't be together. And I remember watching this clip on Kelly Clarkson where they're like talking about that song and the girl was like, well, you know, Kelly was like asking an audience member, like, why do you love this song so much? And she like gave this like whole thing about like loving her, you know, she thinks of her mom and like she loves her mom. And I'm like, do you know what that song is about?
Right.
Because I was blasting it when I was heartbroken.
That's a good album.
It won like 8 Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
They should have called it the
I've
Sammys
seen Sam live twice.
I've seen him live once. I loved them.
So good.
What were we gonna do?
You're gonna write a haiku. You're gonna write a song.
Okay. What is the structure?
It's short sentences.
Yes, it's 17 syllables in 3 lines of 5, 7, and 5. So 5 words, 7 words, and then 5 words.
Okay. When we were just off the air for like 5 minutes, I can't write a haiku. So if I ever got into music, it would be written for me.
Okay.
And I would just put the vocals on it. So it would be like,
You could collab.
yeah.
You
Or
can be a co-writer.
I could also do auto-tune.
Yeah. I mean, Farrah did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blowing in the Wind. I think that was her song.
Blowing in the Wind.
Blowing.
Okay. Let's talk about you for a second.
Okay.
So you've talked about this before, so it's nothing like I'm like not outing you, right?
No, I don't think so. I think I've become more comfortable sharing more about
Sure.
myself. I used to be a little bit more guarded on social media,
Fair.
but I'm a lot more open now. So ask
Because
away.
people are ruthless.
They are.
So you are a recovering alcoholic?
Yes. I got sober in September of 2013.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been
So
completely sober ever since.
no alcohol, no drugs,
alcohol,
no marijuana.
no weed, nothing.
And you have become a counselor for recovery.
Mm-hmm.
What is that like?
It's a lot. I mean, it's very rewarding, but it's also can be quite devastating when you're literally on the front lines working at a rehab. You're getting people that are off the streets, essentially. And sometimes you get good calls of people saying they're doing really well, and then sometimes you don't get good ones. So that's that can be hard.
So being on both sides of it, both having been, you know, an alcoholic and in, you know, the recovery field,
Mm-hmm.
what does it take or what have you noticed that it takes from an individual who is trying to recover in order to be successful? What does it take from them?
Honestly, the way I see it and the way I tell patients, you're not done until you're done. I think people change when the pain becomes great enough. And I think you just reach a certain point where you just can't do it. It's not from like a lack of trying, because there's so many people that will like try to get sober and then, you know, they'll relapse, which isn't a failure by any means. As long as you keep trying, that's what matters. But I think when people are done, they're done. They know they are.
Sort of like toxic relationship. People can tell you until you're blue in the face that you need to leave it, but you can't until
you've had enough.
Hit that wall.
Yep.
Okay. And then like people who are struggling to like, we'll say, lose weight or like start a task or whatever, they have to want to do it bad enough for them to actually do it.
Yep. Okay. Nobody can get anybody sober, because if they could, I mean, people wouldn't have drug or alcohol problems, because people will be like, oh, get sober for, you know, your family, get sober for your kids. People try, but until they're done, they're not done.
Do you think it also depends on how the dependence on whatever it is, whether it be alcohol, drugs, it depends how it affects that person specifically, right? Like, because I don't know why how you ended up being able to become a recovering alcoholic, but like for my mom, for example, she's got money from an inheritance. She bought a house and doesn't really have a reason to get sober. It's not really like, there's nothing that's really impacted her on her day-to-day basis to want to get sober, right? So for you, do you think that it makes a difference in how that alcoholism or drug addiction like impacts them?
It can. I mean, I know for me, I knew I wouldn't live to see 30. I had a lot of consequences. I wasn't, you know, like an alcoholic that could like skate by and people wouldn't know. Like, it was very obvious I had a problem. I was a menace to society. Like, I was getting arrested all the time. Like, it was very obvious that I had a problem, and I was very reckless with the way that I was living my life, where I had to lose a lot of things. But the year before I got sober was actually way worse than the year I got sober. I hit like a spiritual bottom in 2013, where I was like, I could not do it anymore. I was backed into a corner.
So like hitting rock bottom, essentially.
Absolutely.
Because I've heard that so many times, that especially in addiction and alcoholism, is that you have to hit rock bottom. But I think that that's so true for so many aspects of life, is that you have to hit rock bottom for, maybe you're not an addict, but you're, I don't know.
Everybody has like their thing.
Yeah, like their vice, or, you know, maybe someone's a habitual cheater, or I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That they have to hit their rock bottom. Do you think that it gives you sort of a unique perspective and a unique way to connect with the people that are trying to recover, because you've been on both sides, versus maybe someone like, I don't want to speak for Alessandra. Neither one of your parents are addicts, right?
No.
Alcoholics. So if Alessandra went into the field, she's not going to have the same sort of, not saying she wouldn't be able to resonate with the people, but it gives you a more of a unique,
a little bit more of an edge.
Yeah. Or maybe even me, where I am the child of an addict. So, and an alcoholic. And so, because I think I'm saying it is, to my knowledge, this is not meant to be, what is it called? Defamation. I'm pretty sure my dad's an alcoholic as well, like my sperm donor.
Okay.
Not positive, but I could be. Could give me a little bit of a unique edge as well, because I'm the child of an addict, an alcoholic.
You've seen it firsthand.
So that's really interesting. I have a friend who also is sort of in that field, and I've never really gotten to talk to her about it, but I think it's really interesting that you do that. Do people like that you work with also recognize you from the content you create?
I had to step back at work.
You did? Yeah. I mean,
patients started to recognize me, and it was like a problem.
Oh.
And I was like, all right, I need to step back here. Like, there was one, this isn't like hip or anything, I'm not like breaking it, but there was a patient that asked like about my husband, and I was like, I can't do this. So I took a step back. So I go like sometimes whenever I'm needed, but I still have my like licensure and everything like that.
Oh, you have to be licensed to do that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm a licensed addictions counselor. Yep.
Wow.
Went to school for it and everything.
So what does that entail? Like, when you say that you are a licensed, what is it?
Licensed addictions counselor.
What does that mean? What do you do for the patients, or what would someone in your field do for the patients?
So I do intake assessments, like see what their individual needs are. I create treatment plans for them. I also do case management, which can get a little bit tricky. Like, if somebody has like a lot of court stuff going on, any like legal problems, I would help them kind of navigate that kind of stuff. And I really do enjoy that because I remember when I was going through all my court stuff, my life was so disorganized. I needed somebody to like help me with that, and I didn't.
Yeah.
So now I can do that for patients. And yeah, I also create like aftercare plans, like if they want to go to like sober living or something like that, therapist. Yeah, I set them up with all that.
Do you ever think that court-ordered help or court-ordered rehab actually works?
It can.
In order for my mom to maintain custody of me, she had to do court-ordered rehab, and clearly didn't work.
Right.
That's why I ask. So I'm just wondering, is there a time
I've seen
where
it work.
Yeah, you have.
Yep.
Just because maybe it just coincided with rock bottom,
Yep.
or like the circumstances fell that way.
Sometimes that's what it takes, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah.
Did you have a unique perspective, do you feel like, with the whole Ryan situation with Teen Mom, because you are a recovering alcoholic, you also work in this field, or you worked in this field? What was your take on that?
I made a lot of videos about Amanda and Ryan. Amanda is his fiance because they met in rehab.
Got it. And you're not supposed to do that, to my knowledge, right?
No, it's not recommended at all. It can end very badly, and I would never recommend anybody do that. But I guess in their case it's working, but I would not recommend that at all. And I've talked to Amanda about this too, and she was like, I agree with you.
That they shouldn't have done it?
Well, not that they shouldn't have done it, but like overall general sense, like it's not a good idea. Amanda was actually really receptive. We've had a really good conversation about it.
When you hear stories about addicts and things like that, both in your field or like Ryan, like, do we know how Ryan got hooked on it? Because I know sometimes it's like like if you get surgery and you get addicted to painkillers, or you have like a predisposition because you have it out, like, you know, it runs in your family. But like, it's always so fascinating to me because I don't
Especially because
understand
he
it.
came from a very like
Well-to-do family, very privileged family.
I don't know if he's talked about it before. If he has, I don't recall. But I don't know if there was like an accident that got him hooked on it. But there was clearly something that made him want to take drugs in the first place.
Yeah.
And that's really what it's about. Because when I first got sober, they were like, it's not about how much you drink or how often you drink. It's about why you're drinking in the first place. And that was kind of like a aha moment for me, because I was like, why am I? And there was like so much pain that I was trying to cover up from an early age. And once you like clean out all of that trauma inside of you, so to speak,
you can't just like the feeling?
I mean, you can.
Because I feel like for me, when I think about it, I don't drink.
I like the feeling because it made me not feel.
But do you really know that when you start doing it? Like, you don't know that you're drinking to cover up the pain. Like, I can't think of a time in my life where I was going through something so bad that I was like, I'm going to go get drunk.
Yeah.
Because I like the feeling and I don't want to feel what I'm feeling. Like, I have never thought that way in my head. I've never been like, if I go get drunk right now, I won't feel this. Like, I've never thought that way.
That's really interesting that you said that, because I've had to really like look back on my life, like through therapy and everything like that. When I started drinking at 16, I would have said no. But in hindsight, I always knew I was drinking to cover up pain, because what I was going through at that time, I had gone through like several traumatic things at the same time. And I've said this before on a podcast, and I'll say it here too. Like, if I didn't start drinking, I would have killed myself at 16. I think it saved me and kept me alive long enough to get sober. So it was really difficult for me to like leave that behind, because it was like my best friend and kept me alive.
So you knew, and you made the connection in your head that I like the way this makes me feel. And when I have a problem, I'm going to go feel this way instead.
Yeah, I wanted to be the closest thing to death without being dead. And that was being blackout drunk every time I drank, which is very dark. But it's true. I just didn't want to feel what I was feeling.
I've also never been blackout drunk.
Really?
No. Like, it's so crazy, because I know alcohol and drugs in general just like affect people differently. And the handful of times, I'm 33, the handful of times that I've been drunk, one, took me a very, very long time to get drunk. But I know my limits. I know when to stop. I still know right from wrong. I still am very, like, I remember everything.
Yeah.
I've never been blackout.
Do you not drink because of your mom?
I I think that's what it is. Cause I mean, I would be lying if I said I never tried it when I was younger, right? So I would smell it and it would just make me sick to my stomach because that's how my mom would smell. And I'd be on the bus ride home to my mom in 6th grade and have a knot in my stomach. What am I going to go home to?
Yeah.
She would smell like it. I would smell it on her before she even opened her mouth. And so I was very triggered by the smell. And so the smell, it tastes just like it smells.
Yeah.
And so then when I drink, I think of her and like,
It takes you back.
I mean, thankfully, like Joe, Javi, and Chris were never drinkers. Like they're just, I mean, casual, social, whatever. But they were not like have to have a drink every night kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where, you know, when I met Elijah, he's an Army guy. And I was like, you know, he's not an alcoholic by any means.
Mm-hmm.
But if he had had a drink 2 hours before I got home, I would smell it. Like triggered.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was like a conscious choice to not drink or if it was like I'm so turned off by the smell and the taste of it that I couldn't get past it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But it's I do know people, I have friends that have alcoholic parents and they choose not to drink because of their parents. They're like, they don't even want to take that risk.
See, that's how I am about, because I know that alcohol is a drug. I think people think that, oh, well, it's not a drug, that they don't have a problem, but it's like, no, you're a fucking alcoholic. You're a raging alcoholic. And because I know that both of them can run similarly in the families and things like that, I've always been afraid of pills. I've had my wisdom teeth out, cosmetic surgery, childbirth, you know, C-section. I've always been terrified because I'm not going to lie to y'all. Like I've taken Vicodin, Percocets when I had surgery and it scared me. I do not want to take pain meds because I'm scared of what my mom has going on happening to me. So not with alcohol necessarily, but like just in general with like pain meds, anything like that.
No, that's good that you recognize that about yourself because
Scares
not
me for
everybody
my
does.
Scares me for my kids.
Yeah,
Because
they could have the
they've never seen it firsthand. So they also don't have that to like deter them. And I think, you know, it's still possible for them. It's terrifying.
It's true.
Okay, so I'll expect a deep dive on me.
I'll get to work.
I'm just kidding.
I'll do it.
Where where can people find you?
Jordy Cray everywhere.
Everywhere. So
Except
Instagram.
X, because I'm not doing that.
No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
So TikTok, Instagram. What about Facebook?
Facebook, yeah, just got
Jordy
Facebook.
Cray.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we love you. Thank you for coming on
love
Barely
you.
Famous.
Thank you.
Yeah.